Hey everybody, this is part 4 of the comic book haul from Super Deals, which is not a comic book shop in North Myrtle Beach, but a place that's kind of like a secondary shop of retail things. Like if you saw it on clearance at Target a month or two ago and you wondered where did they all go, must have been a big sellout. Most likely they came up and bought it and they're selling it at their store now. So you get it for a more affordable price, but you know, if it's a series of things, you might not, well, I don't know, like if you're getting Star Wars figures, for instance, you might find the secondary characters. I'm just saying, I mean, I always find something good there. The comic book, they have their, it's almost like a comic book shop got rid of their stuff. It's already been picked through by people who know what they're looking for. They're looking for the things they're, you know, flip or the gold keys or whatever you want to call them. I'm looking for stuff to read and to enjoy, and that's why I actually picked up Punisher, because if you asked me a year ago, is Punisher a superhero, I would have been emphatically saying absolutely not. He is a vigilante. After reading the Punisher 2099, I like, oh my gosh, I get it. He's not a vigilante in the sense he's just going after anybody. He is doing what basically cops should be doing, because in the future, in 2099, it's honestly, the future is now. This was written from 1992, 93 era. Anyway, you go watch my review for that. So I got to pick up a Punisher comic. I'm starting to get into heavy that. It's also got Beyond Video, the new Dragon Quest game, announcements inside. It's weird to have an ad inside. I honestly thought this had something to do with this comic, and now I'm beginning to wonder myself. Oh, I better not. If I do that, then we're going to never get through this because this pile is kind of big. All right. If I have time at the end, maybe we'll look at Robotech Genesis. I only have this issue of Robotech Genesis, and I think it is a 6-issue limited series. The Legend of Zor. I need to get the other ones. Free Robotech. Oh, now I got to open it. I didn't see this before, but I do remember back in the day, I cut my cards out of my comics and cut them into pieces so I can, not pieces like, you know, little pieces. I cut them into make them the cards. So if you ever get a comic book from Robotech that doesn't have the cards in it, it's my fault. I definitely have that card. So dang it. I have those 2 cards. Maybe I had this comic book back in the day is what I'm thinking to wonder. And it did look familiar because, I mean, it's like, I feel like I had this issue back in the day. I don't remember this, but it does look familiar, and that's why when I checked my thing, I was like, I don't have any Robotech Genesis according to that. You know what? I may have I don't know if I actually scanned the comic books I have a robot book that I've had since I was a kid. It's the very first binder with a clear, you know, thing to slide things in the front. It may be slid down in front of that, or I have these page things that I kept. Any kind of Robotech, not Transformers, because there's so many Transformers. Any of the more rare robot stuff, I would keep, you know, samples in there. Like Mecha. I have never heard of Mecha. I had like 1 or 2 issues there in it. I think I did a review on this this notebook I've had since I was a kid. It's got all my like robot points in it and the little things that tell you the track, like you cut off the back of an old Transformers toy. I'm getting tired, you can tell. All right. Plus Mr. America. So the Secret Origins is a great series. It's not like the Who's Who. You actually have stories in here that give you kind of like the Secret Origins, which we can all intersleep tell you what Batman's secret origin is and even Superman's. But can you tell me the Atoms? Now, I think another reason they started doing the Secret Origins in 1988 is to kind of to redefine the new universe. They even called it the new universe after the Crisis on Infinite Universes, or Crisis on Infinite Earths ended, and there was one Earth where the Golden Age superheroes were not on Earth 2. They were just, you know, remnants of the past. And people, for some reason, forgot that they were superheroes in World War II. You know, kind of fixed everything. So it's kind of giving you the Secret Origins, but in a new structure. Now, this is a comic series that I know you've never heard of, and I may even do a comics you've never heard of series again, but now I have all 6 issues of this. Storm Quest. Oh, by the way, these comic books are $1.99 each, so I know I probably, out of all the ones I could have got, I probably could have found a better comic book for $1.99, but there's something about having something that no one else has, for me personally, I value. even as a kid, I remember the cool thing was members only jackets. My mom was like, oh, we want to get you a members only jacket so you could fit in. I'm like, I don't want to fit in. I hate fitting in. I've always hated that. So I picked the one members only jacket that nobody else had. It was not like your traditional members only jacket. It looked more like something from Star Trek. Anyway, that's just me. I've always hated fitting in. I hate it. And I was a nerd and I was an outcast, but I was okay with that. I really was. I felt uncomfortable fitting in. All right, so I already doubled them because they're back to back. It's like I have numbers 1 and 2 now, numbers 3 and 4, and this will be numbers 5 and 6 on the back. Yeah, the art's not the best, but I like it. I think it's interesting. I think I've actually read number 1. It looks a lot like Image Comics. You can definitely tell that this was inspired. And I think I said that in the video now. I'm like, whoa, I'm getting deja vu. And I may have just meant it from another thing. I don't usually read Supergirl, but when I saw this cover, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks hilarious. Bonsai! I mean, she doesn't look serious and boring and whatever. It looks fun. This looks like the Supergirl from the cartoon series from 2000. It's a little bit before that, but that's the way she looked in the cartoon because I had the action figure and I thought, do parents even look at the kids' toys? That's when I started realizing maybe toys aren't made for kids. And this was back in the year 2002. 2002. Yeah, we don't think we ever said that. And I remember I was in Kmart and I saw the figure and I bought it, but I was like, if I was a parent, I'd be upset with my kid playing with this for some reason. Because she is skimpily dressed, but I just like the character. Yeah, it looks hilarious. It looks very funny. And there's a few issues. I should stop and say, I'll let you guess why I bought this one. So yeah, Superman, $2 for a thickie like this. Yeah, that's a good deal. It's year 1, and we got the whole Justice League basically on this. It should be Superman and the Justice League. I love it. Now, here's a Superman comic book, but can you guess why I'd want this one in particular? That's right, Green Lantern's in it. I like Superman, but man, I really like Green Lantern. I just think it's fun. I actually had this at one time. I don't know what happened to it, but here's issue number 1. They were all issue numbers 1, by the way, of the Secret Six from the Tangent Comics. So I never got around to reading it. I definitely loved the Green Lantern one. It was very different. The whole universe, when they say Tangent, boy, they ain't kidding. It is, you got the name and that's it. Nothing else is the same. Like Metal Man, not our Metal Man, not at all. Yeah, totally different. It's a very different Elseworlds kind of thing. But there we go. And man, the Aqua, yeah, there's some I never got. Like I think it was Wonder Woman. She looked very different. So I know there's a guy out there that I watch his videos, and I think he watches mine. Comment if you do. But he likes Heroes for Hire. I like Thunderstrike, and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's got 2 great heroes in it. I'm like, this is gonna be so much fun to read. Thunderstrike was one of the greatest Thors they ever made, and he was again. Look at the year, 1994. Do you remember Image Comics? It completely revolutionized the whole 90s. Can you imagine in a world where people that made Image Comics said, no, we're fine with what we're making right now? The world would be such a different place right now. They completely jacked up everything to extreme, and it made everybody fall into place. Instead of being Thor, and they did try to make Thor really heavy metal for a while there, they just said, you know what, scratch it. We'll get a dude with a ponytail, and he'll be the new Thor. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. The 90s were such a different time period. And see, when they try to redo comic books nowadays, I'm like, ugh. Back then, though, I was like, man, this is gnarly. It was just hit me at the right time. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about the Ultimate Universe. I read the Ultimate X-Men numbers 1 through 12. Loved it. It was a thick paper, trade paperback. Fantastic Four I haven't read yet. And I keep waiting until I find number 1. I'm never going to find number 1. This is annual number 2, so if you're thinking it's number 2, it's not. We also had number 17. I don't know how many issues this went on, because I don't even have this on my... I have a spreadsheet that I kind of put stuff on that I'm eventually going to get. I didn't have a lot of there on. I had to go make new entries for this stuff, which isn't hard. It's just that you got to copy, paste, and lengthen it. Because I like to keep up with not only what I buy, where I buy it, when I bought it, things like that. So I don't know, it's just me. Now here is a comic based on a TV series. At first, I wasn't sure if this was a one and done, but it's a 4-issue. Now it says it on the cover, but I on my thing I had it was a one shot for some reason. I guess it was a trade paperback that I had at one time, or I don't know. I used to buy comic books from the 25-cent bin back in the 90s at this big, huge place. Anyway, and I went a little overboard. I guess during college, I just got rid of a lot of it because I was like, I'll never read that. It's a TV show. Why would I want to read a TV show? All right, so first issue of an all-new 4-issue miniseries, Viper. I don't even really remember the TV series that much, to be honest with you. But it's cool. I mean, it's just interesting to get a comic book based on a... Basically, it was Knight Rider for the 90s. It's what it felt like. Warblade. Every one of these covers look the same to me because that's what makes me... I can't tell which one's which. I need one more, and I can't remember which one it is because it's a 3-issue limited series. But hey, I finally got another one. I always find the same one over and over again. That's probably why it feels like it's the same one. So I think I need number 2. If I'm not, I don't know. Warblade, of course, was part of the Wildcats. My favorite 90s team. Freaking love Wildcats. A lot of people like Warlord. I think I finally read an issue of Warlord. I think the reason I didn't want to read the Warlord when I was a kid is like, now we make fun of He-Man because he doesn't wear any pants. Warlord looks like he's completely naked sometimes. Like, seriously, where is he just wearing a loincloth with a belt right there? His butt's completely showing. I don't know about you. Maybe you don't look at that, but I'm going, ugh. I guess that's why I never read it, because it just bothered me. You know, when they say for mature readers, I'm always like, well, I'm immature, so I can't read that. But, you know, most of you, it probably doesn't bother. All right, so just me. And, you know, I know I'm over 10 minutes, but we're going to get this done. I got 3 more. Worlds with an apostrophe after the S. Not one world's finest. It's world's plural finest. It took me a while to figure that one out because I kept on like, why can't I find this in the CLZ app? Because I put the apostrophe in the wrong place. So we got world's plural finest with George Perez. So that's one of the reasons. And it's got 2 characters I like. This is the New 52. I hate what they did with a few of my favorite characters, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's an alternate universe. It's not my Green Lantern, not any of that stuff. Those people are still safe in a bubble universe. This is just something else. I think this is why I started hating new comic books, is because the New 52 took everything on a different route. And some things I did not get happy about. I did like, you know, Superman losing the underwear and having just the pants on. I like that. I just didn't like some of the other things. X Factor. It's hard to get earlier issues I don't have. Here's one of them. And then speaking of X Factor, not earlier issue. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get every one of the X Factor issues. They had a lot of X-Force by the way, if you're looking for X-Force. I'm just not into X-Force. I thought it was way too violent and over the top. Speaking of violent and over the top, I haven't read any of the last issues of X Factor. I just started reading whenever they rebooted it with a whole new team. So I've only started reading that. I was trying to catch up with the old stuff because I did have the first 12 issues as a kid. Definitely, no doubt. And then whatever I picked up after that. And that's it. That is it for the 4 issues. Now, I got one more video, and it's going to be based on what I bought it. I think his name is Stevens Games in North Myrtle Beach, inside the Everything Under the Sun flea market that's only open from Wednesday through Sunday. I think. I always go on Thursdays if I go. So, check out that video. I also got some toys when I was there. I'll show those in the video because I didn't get as many comic books. So check that one out, and I'll try to put these in order because that's the order I actually go. I go all the way down to Player's Choice. Usually I'll stop at Rose's and the not flea market, what is it? If I'm really early, I go to the Walmart, but Rose's and Goodwill, and then I go down to Player's Choice. Now in the winter, I'll go around the corner and eat at that Wendy's because then I feel full and I don't feel hangry like when I came back. This time, I during the summer or during the warmer months, I come back, go to this place, which is Super Deals. Then I go to Everything's Under the Sun. And then I come home and my cat's like, where have you been? So that's what I do. I don't know if you have a routine, but I only get to go once a month anyway, so I might as well make the most of it. So that's why when you see, man, you get a lot of comic books, I'm sure a lot of you get just as many in a month. I don't know though. I'm still playing catch up. I probably should stop and just read and just enjoy. But you let me know which one you think is the best one to start with. And a lot of you are going to say Punisher. I'm feeling like I should read it right now. But I want to get these videos out for you, and then I can chill while they're uploading. Have a great night.